So I'm recording over there and I'm recording here. I'm going to sync these two, so if you guys will do this with me, I really greatly appreciate it. We're going to clap on 3. No, we're going to do 3, 2, 1 clap, all right? 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Sync. I'm going to sync them up when I'm doing the editing. And it will work just right. So let me take attendance very quickly. We should be beginning our class now. Walk out. Any birthdays coming up, guys? I don't see any here. Isabelle? Here. Kawa? Vivi? Chase? Samuel? Here. Tess? Adi? Vincenzo? Here. Luis? Ana Paula? Here. Fernando? Here. Ingi? Here. Jacob? Here. And Alba? Here. So guys, at the end of the class, take 30 seconds to share your song lyrics with your neighbor. 30 seconds to share your song lyrics. So, what I'm going to ask you guys to do now is, we've been working with literary devices. We've been working with literary devices all year. These literary devices are also poetic devices. And I want you guys now at your table, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. You can work with your table partner. The challenge is to write down as many literary devices as you can in 1 minute. Can you guys do that? Or minute 30? Minute 30. Minute 30. You guys got it? Perfect. Beginning now. Go ahead.
We've got 19.
19. Wow. Okay. Let's get a couple of these. Let's hear some of what's your one.
Repetition.
Repetition. All right. What do you guys got here?
Imagery, symbolism, metaphor, repetition, song.
Wonderful. Now, what do you got?
Metaphor, imagery, symbolism, fiction, illusion, irony, juxtaposition, repetition, blazing.
Awesome. Great. Any others that we missed? Illusion, juxtaposition, irony, situational irony.
We had situational irony.
Situational irony.
Important question.
Dramatic irony. So
Rhythm.
Rhythm. Okay. Wonderful. As we are moving into the poetry unit, we are going to start finding different terms. Very quickly, guys, start your neighbor. How do you feel when I say, we're going to do a poetry unit? How do you guys feel about this? Is day one? How do you feel? I feel good. Start your neighbor. I asked, how do you guys feel about the poetry unit? Adi, leave his head on the table. His head on the table. Any other, what does that say, Adi? That means I love poetry so much, I'm going to hit my head on the table.
It's a simile. Poetry is like the thing I hate the most.
Poetry is like the thing you hate the most. Okay.
I feel good because I think I'm really good at poetry.
Awesome, Chase. Chase is great in poetry. Great, glad to hear. Anybody else want to share your feelings? For some of us, it can be very scary because our poets always saying exactly what they feel. No, a lot of times the language is, or the meaning is very much hidden within the words. And we're going to start exploring how poets create meaning using these literary devices today. So, your homework was to print off 4 to 8 lines from a song, lines from a song that you liked, and bring them to school, and we're going to put them on the walls. That's what we're going to do now. As you can see, some of our classes have already done it. I've had to erase a little bit more because of space. So if you have that, you heard me pulling tape off, guys. If you have that paper, I'm going to give you page tape so you can post them, you can tape them up on the wall. Please give space between yours and another one so that the students can go by, all of you guys can go by and annotate these excerpts from the songs. Deal? Okay, I'm going to give you guys an example of what you should be doing. So, any from this wall over here? Any that I should write on? Want to choose one? Yeah.
Minus.
First girlfriend by Titus. Is it Titus or Titus? Titus. It's about the Shakespeare play, Titus and Andronicus. Obviously, right?
Yeah.
No. It's Titus, okay. Excited for the date, I gotta tell Jake, I'll pick you up at 8. You're the peanut to my butter. You're the peanut to my butter.
There's so many terms.
Wow, you're the
That's a
peanut
metaphor over there.
star to my burst. The Mac to my cheese. This is awesome. I love this. It's an illusion. Let's say it's an illusion. You're the star to my burst. So I'm going to take this here. I'm going to put like, you put a little arrow, and I'm going to write illusion to the candy. Have I identified the device?
Yes.
An illusion. Y'all know what an illusion is, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's an illusion to the candy. And then I'm going to do a little bit of analysis. A little bit of analysis. I'm going to be like, aww. That's sweet. That's so sweet.
You're getting from sweet to candy.
Exactly. It's a Chase is right there. So, oh, that's so sweet. So, imagine if you wrote this as analysis on an essay. You said, oh, the author uses allusion to the candy to show how sweet. The author uses allusion to the candy. Oh, how sweet. What kind of grade would you get for analysis and evaluation?
3
7.
1.
You get 2, a 2, a 1, 7. So that's not what you want to be doing. So, but I'm encouraging you guys now, as we are doing this activity, to go around and just write these little annotations. Little annotations, not quality annotations. Does everybody have a marker pen? Does everybody have a marker pen? Now is a good time to stop. So why don't you sit down if you would? Sit back down. I think okay. You guys have seen this before, right? When I say this right here. What is this?
My evidence analysis.
Okay. Point evidence analysis. That's what we're doing. What you guys are going to do is you are going to do a point evidence analysis structure, just one little point evidence analysis structure, based on one of these devices that's being used here. So, when we're constructing our point, what do we need? What are the ingredients of the point? What's the recipe for having a point? Thesis, what does that thesis require?
Context, device, and author.
Okay, author plus
Thesis.
author plus verb
Device.
author plus verb plus device plus one last ingredient.
Just impact on, no.
Yeah, theme, I mean. Author, verb, let's do nice. And your evidence? Evidence is what? Just
Like a quote, a natural line that has quote.
And one of the things I need you guys to do a little bit better job at when you're writing is when you are introducing your quote, a lot of times you're just like, quote. You provide your thesis. The author uses a lot of allusions to pop culture to show the youthful nature of their love. Something like that. And then you just come up with a quote. Quote. What's missing?
Nonsense.
It's missing the transition. It's missing the transition. So, for example, when he says, "You're the star to my verse, you're the peanut to my butter," he is actually saying this. So you need that transition, those transition words to introduce your quotes. Okay? Does that make sense? Can you guys do that? What did I just ask you guys to do?
Transition.
Transition. What do I mean by analysis? What's another word for it? Raise your hand.
It's the connection,
Okay, the connection, yeah.
Connection to the theme.
Sorry?
To the theme.
Connection to the theme. Okay, kind of. Impact. Your analysis needs to provide the impact. How does this evidence impact us as listeners, as readers, as an audience? Okay? So this is an activity you're going to do actually with your table partner. So with your table partner, you guys should now choose which one of these devices from any of these songs you are going to write about. And you need to write a point, evidence, analysis, structure for that. Okay? Can you guys do that? Yeah, come on.
Where are you writing?
You're going to write it on the tables. Everybody should have a working marker except Calvin. Whose marker I have? Okay? Everybody know what to do. Give me your invoice. I know you got it.
The author Dave uses allusions to emphasize the strong emotions about the city. In quotes such as, "You can drown for your king, you don't know how to feel it." The author alludes to Hamlet, comparing fictional sacrifices to the sacrifices of citizens of London with powerful criminals. The allusion helps emphasize the authoritarian structure of London's underground networks and practical listener through shock.
The illusion does what? It helps.
Helps emphasize the authoritarian structure of London's underground networks, practical listener through shock.
Okay, the listener is shocked because we hear about the authoritarian nature of London structure. Very nice. Thank you, just go. And yes, thank you guys. You guys have an exit ticket for today? First of all, I just want to thank you guys for being filming on a Friday afternoon. I know there's a camera and a microphone going. How do you guys feel about that? I want you now to relate what we've done today. Can you relate this to real life? Can you relate this to real life? So, you have now identified and evaluated how a poetic device creates impact. We've done this. Let me just explain a little bit why we've done this. We've done this, and I want to share with you guys, poetry exists. You guys, at the beginning of class, I was like, how do you feel about poetry? And I already was hitting his head on the table. Don't you guys see that poetry is all around us?
Yeah.
It's all around us. We're always absorbing poetry. We use it all the time. Whether it's me telling a girl that she's the peanut to his butter, or the verse to his star, or the star to his verse, I don't know what I forget. Mac to his cheese. Then we are always using poetry. We're always using poetry. We're always using these devices. So that's kind of what this lesson is about. Identifying and evaluating these devices. So what I want you guys to do now is, can you think about how this relates to real life? What does this tell us about our world, human relationships, life? Write your response in a private comment of his assignment. All right, guys, when you are done, when it is turned in, you are free to go. Have a nice day.
Yes, yes, yes.